Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, July 6, 2025. I'm going to do another read for you, see what else is going to pop up in these cards. Thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate all your love and support. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button. Do me that favor. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd be eternally grateful, and I always am grateful to each and every one of you who is part of this beautiful soul tribe. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Oh, sorry about the background noise. I was going to say that he started his car. So, my neighbor's working on his car. Anyhow, let's get going. Let's see what we're going to do, what the cards are going to say. Hopefully you had a great day, great weekend. What does Spirit want to say, though? Something's brewing. I can feel it. It's exciting. Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss? Thank you. Heart bug, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Oh, gosh. Somebody feels like they're taking a big fall here. Overarching energy. Underlying energy. Ecstasy. Chasing thrills, excitement, and good times. I don't know. Heart fog. Somebody's blocking their heart chakra. They don't want to feel, maybe. Maybe they're taking part of, imbibing in various things. They don't want to feel. Somebody's messed up here. They know they messed up somewhere. Chasing thrills, right? Going after the exciting things that don't last. They look good on the outside, but... Good time, Charlie? Male or female? They could be participating in some ecstasy. I don't know. Something's broken. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Someone's going through it. They don't want to feel it. They're feeling it, though. They don't want to feel it. They're avoiding it, trying to, but they're feeling it. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. Elusive. Dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Oh, boy. Somebody's really going through it. Because it's something they've done, right? Something to do with intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding, lust. Wow. Cards are just telling a tale. Forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. Somebody wants your healing. Maybe they want to come and plug into you for energy, for healing. It could be an ex, obviously, or somebody else. Releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Somebody needs to heal. That's all it is. This is somebody cheated on you. I don't know. You're dealing with somebody that had a closed heart. All they cared about was partying. All they cared about was anybody else. Was the next best thing. Addictions. Really in a toxic cycle. And you healed from this. A lot of people have gone through that and are going through that, unfortunately. I went through it where I was just used and abused, you know what I'm saying? It's not a nice feeling. But you can get over it, okay? Don't let it destroy your world just because somebody destroyed theirs. Heart fog. Where are we going with this, please? Insecure. It's all insecure based, right? They do these things because they're feeling insecure. Instead of healing, they go the other way. They hurt other people. They target people that do have insecurities. They feed off of them for energy. Lipstick stains. Don't want to hear it. Either you didn't want to hear it, nobody wants to hear that, right? Or they don't want to hear the truth. Fake apology. You don't want to hear any fake apologies. I don't blame you. Copycat. Oh, boy. Maybe they're trying to find people that look like you, but they're not you. Or maybe there's somebody in the equation, a third party or multiple third parties trying to be you. Check yourself. There are differences, though, isn't there? Something to do with a private relationship, tantric sex, very toxic. Somebody's taking energy from people. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, and discarded. Sexual protection. So they discard people. Right? It could be a narcissist as well. Whatever they're doing is outdated. They could be getting old, getting long on the tooth, you know what I'm saying? Not looking too pretty anymore or handsome. Protect yourself. Or the divines, your spirit team's protecting you. Police could be involved. They're trying to run away from their problems. Maybe they got accused, or maybe they did do something, essay or something. They're trying to run away from this. You already know the tea. The situation is about to explode, pop off here. Someone was putting on a big show. They're going through a depression. They're full of envy. And it could be your ex. It could be anybody they wound up with trying to be you. Copycat. Or on a different slant, this could be somebody that is trying to copy, emulate somebody else they look up to in your family or that you know, and sleazing around, thinking that's the way to live. That's what a man does. That's what a woman does, you know. Many notches on my belt. Look at me, look at me. And they're not happy here. It's all blown up in their face. Heart fog, insecure. Where are we going with this? Planning, text, phone call, meeting up. There's a calendar here. It could be something to do with baby trap. Planning something here. To call you, meet up. Maybe you came across or somebody else came across their dates, you know, who they've been with, who they're planning to see. John this day, Jane that day. I don't know. Secret of sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Oh boy. Infatuation. So they get tempted. They fall in love easy. They're in love with love. They're in love with them being in love. Denial, obsession, attraction. I think whoever this is not very particular. They want people to run after them. They want to be sought after. They want to be the hot one. Reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together. The ex. Unfaithful love triangle, ex in question. This could be your ex and their ex, or whoever they're with, hurting, crying, depressed, pain and sorrow. Make it rain, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, or entrepreneur. So there's a factor with money here. Maybe it could be alimony, it could be child support, it could be division of property, it could be, I don't know, it could be anything. Maybe your bounce back is epic, you're doing well in life, you're very stable, you're really leveled up, now they want to come back. And this other person, parties that are involved, are trying to be you, trying to emulate you. I don't know. Before they wanted to emulate some hot girl, hot guy, now they want to emulate, you know, the one that's making it rain. I don't know. Emulate you. You know, the one that's got shafted. You know what I mean? Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, and cold and detached. Fighting. Trust issues, one-sided, detached. Could be some spiritual attacks, okay, of one kind or another. Karma, divine interventions in play, facing their demons. It's all about desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings, distractions, anything to distract them from the truth, right? Temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. No, they're thinking about you. Oh, no, they're doing really well because they're high value. There's divine feminine energy. And now they're crying. Now they're nostalgic. They're missing you. The Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. They want to message you, communication, conversation, expression, feelings. They want conflict resolution. After they put you through all of that with their third parties, looking for you and everyone else, turning everyone else into you, but a sluttier, more hoey type of person. You know what I'm saying? They're very childish. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want the wholesome, divine feminine, creator, unconditional love, stable and steady, but they also want the hose, male or female. Immature, argumentative, playing the victim. There we go. They're hitting rock bottom. Karma, jail, legal issues, life falling apart. Now they want to pop up on you. They got caught up. Somebody's full of envy. Yeah, it is what it is. We see a lot of us. I don't know if it's the same stories or a lot of us are going through it. Take your pick. It's quite a common scenario here. Maybe this legalities. They got some of their third parties to impersonate you. It could be fraud as well. If there's any kind of spiritual attack, they might be sending you lust and love spells. Or they had love and lust spells under other people. You know what I mean? To get them in bed. And people are figuring it out. I don't know. Now, that's a big violation to somebody's spiritual as well as human rights. It's a violation. And that's the way I look at it. I tried telling somebody a while ago that I felt somebody did that to me with the lust and love spells and community spells. And I felt violated, right? Plus, they were putting on an act. They were in this relationship with me for ulterior motives. It wasn't love. It wasn't care. I felt violated. It felt like an SA to me. They were putting on an act, pretending they loved me, that they were desiring of me. I felt cheapened. I felt hollow. I felt violated. My body, my mind, my soul. I felt dirty. Nobody gets it unless they went through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if this is triggering you. That's the last thing I want to do. Okay, my heart's with you if you've gone through it. So, heart fog, insecure, and planning. They were trying to make you feel insecure, I think, to knock you off your square. Your divine feminine, let me knock you down to karmic size like me. Ain't gonna happen. I mean, put it this way, divine masculine, feminine, we're all karmic at some point in our lives, but we have to learn and grow. And that's how you become who you become, right? You balance everything out, you pay your karma back, you heal, you deal with the inner childhood trauma. But at one point you weren't there, you weren't born like that. You know, you have to put the work in. You don't stay there. You could have felt a lot of insecurities in your life, but you overcame them. Where are we going with this? Gravity. Attraction, magnetic field, and potential energy. They want your energy. You're gravitating. They're gravitating towards you, but you're magnetic right now. You're attracting. That's what a divine feminine does. They attract, male or female. Single, isolation, independent, alone. You're doing it alone. You're not afraid to be alone. Because you know you're not ever going to be alone. You have options in life. You could stay alone if you want. You don't have to. You're good on your own. You could be on your own. You don't have to have unnecessary noise and drama around you, energies you don't like just because you know what I mean? Whoever you're dealing with can't be alone. Yeah, sunset. Lost loved one, memories, elder, and nightfall. So something's ending for somebody. The sun is setting on somebody. Could be an elder that's gone. My condolences. A lost loved one. You have memories of them. Maybe they're losing somebody. I don't know. So the law's involved. It's over. Okay? Lights out for somebody, I think. Lawyer, judge, police are involved. Commitment. Oath, agreement, pledge, and promise. So these people make oaths of office, pledges. They have to adhere to. Judicial. Can we speak today? Jurisprudence. They need to do what they promise to do. If they are in charge, overseeing, making decisions in authoritative positions over others, they have to do what's right. The law. They made oaths. There could be people involved that betrayed those oaths. Right? Somebody's got to stand firm here. Wide awake. They're awake. Somebody is awake. Clean, decisive. Somebody's making a decision here. This could be you, standing firm. You made an oath to yourself, to God. But the law's involved here. It could be spiritual law as well. If they're doing any kind of spell work. But I'm really picking up, there could be an oath of office here. Somebody, law enforcement, lawyer, judge, doctor. Somebody involved here did something they shouldn't have done. Somebody's getting cut out of something. People are awake of what was done here. And they're taking decisive action. Somebody's mulled it over. They chewed it. They chewed on it for a while. Deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, and code word. It is what it is. Or maybe you're giving somebody something to chew on. Heart fog, insecure, planning, gravity. I just heard she's, what's that song? She's high above me. She's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. Oh, if I remember, I'll post that song. You're right up. It's going over somebody's head here. You're too high elevated. Somebody could be traveling right now, or they work in aviation. Could be traveling or moving. They can't touch you. What's the message, please, Spirit? Oh, a leader. It could be you or someone else. Taking action. Somebody's pissed off. They're angry. Somebody with authority. Now, this could be a divorce. It could be a custody case. It could be a criminal case. It could be civil. It could be an institution of some kind where they arbitrate, mediate, make decisions. Thank you, Spirit. The last read started this way, too. Out in the cold. Someone followed another out into the cold. Had a lack and loss going towards poverty. I'm not feeling very confident right now, okay? They left you out in the cold. Take it for whatever that is. Overarching energy, strength, courage, resilience, integrity, loyalty, and honesty. So somebody is taking control of the situation. Radical acceptance. Could be authorities. Could be travel. Could be movement. You overcame, persevered. This is universally driven. This is victory. Taking accountability. Healing. Balancing. Alchemizing. Fairness. Some of you may want to come towards you and reconcile something. You remained emotionally balanced. Divinely protected and guided. Here we go. Blocked. Don't know what to do. No contingency plans. Unable to make a decision. Sudden departure, sudden arrival. Blocking somebody's stability. Somebody's really greedy. Gold digger and a clout chaser, jealous. Out of money. Really struggling maybe. Somebody doesn't know what to do. So they're thinking of reconciling with you. I don't know. You got to balance something out with you. They have to take control of the situation. They want to come in from out of the cold. Or they had you blocked. You remain balanced. Somebody tried to block you off or something like that. They wanted you waiting till they came back from out of the cold. But you found your confidence. It has something to do with family or a large amount of money or long-term stability. It could be an organization of some sort of corporation. This is long-term. It's ending. It's completion here. It's a 10. It's a large amount of money. It could be a legacy. It could be generational wealth. It could be family. Well, 10-10. Something's ending for sure. 2 endings, 2 completions. Extreme happiness. You got yourself out of poverty. You found your confidence. You're not out in the cold any longer. They are. They're blocked from coming back in from out of the cold. You blocked family or a long-term relation that you had. You're going towards stability and happiness here, a happily ever after. Or this is an inheritance or a large amount of money, life insurance, some sort of money, generational wealth. That family life, somebody spoke the truth. This is law and order. Some sort of professional, male or female, you or someone else, speaking the truth, setting boundaries and cutting people and things out of whatever doesn't apply here. Somebody's not holding back. This is a speaker of some sort. Whoever this is, you or someone else, your mind's not clouded. Okay, the clouds are down here. You have a higher perception of the matter. You're a lone wolf, by the way. You fly free, solo, not afraid to. You're not mincing words. You're very astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, and intuitive. And somebody got caught up. They have to tell the truth here. They're not getting away with what they tried to do. Yeah, something didn't work. They lost their job because maybe they pledged an oath and didn't follow through with something. There's a lot of manipulation, illusions, deception, corruption potentially. Somebody was two-faced, out of control. They don't have all the resources they need. Maybe they tried to make you lose your job. They got caught doing it. They obviously doing magic. Magic didn't work. Yeah. Talking mad shit. A lot of abuse going on here. Verbal, emotional, mental. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise. They may want to come back towards you and apologize. I don't know. They're getting some karma. Could be a heart attack. Somebody's getting a heart. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I just heard somebody's got to pay the piper. Wow. Someone's falling back onto somebody, and they're trying to stall, cause delays or setbacks, or stagnate you. They don't want this falling back onto them. They wanted you going back into a past life or a toxic cycle, potentially. They wanted you stagnant. Atrophy. What the fuck is that? Somebody's got a black heart. Anyhow, this is karma. Maybe they wanted your destiny. Thought they could work your destiny better than you could. It's all manipulation. It's not working though. So they can't control their emotions. They can't master anything. They're not diligent. They're not disciplined. Or they were never disciplined in magic, and they fucked up. It turned out it backfired to them. Oh yeah. Parting away is lack of trust. No harmony here. Could be a karmic soul tie. No love, no emotions in those cups. It's empty. It just feels like people just going through the motions. So if it's people having sex with one another, it's no emotion. It's just going through the motions. Oh, we're gonna ride this this merry-go-wheel again. This ferry. I can't even talk. Merry-go-round again. It's just going through the motions. Yeah, not into it. Yeah, non-committal. Party's over. Unstable. They could have stolen a home, business. This is family. If it's a family situation, it's not a very good family. Not trusting. No redemption. Somebody lied. Somebody's jealous or abusive. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. This is petty and cruel. People are angry. They're fighting all the time. Very jealous. Wow. Self-sabotage. Targeting you. They could be stalking you. Very promiscuous. Doing magic. They lied about you doing magic. They lied about you being a hoe bag. And somebody's very abusive and a bully and wanting control. They could use sex to get what they want. Obviously they do. Or to numb themselves. This is stuff you don't want to hear. Somebody doesn't want to hear this. This is not wish fulfillment. They're feeling ashamed of themselves, or they wanted to shame you. Wow. You must be proud, right? This is not wish fulfillment. They're losing hope. They don't want this getting out. They have no faith and no spiritual protection. So if they're doing magic, they have no spiritual protection. And they got injured. Nothing, everything is not fine. Okay, it's in reverse. It's not fine. It's getting harder and harder to pretend it is, I guess. Getting harder and harder to hide this. Something's blowing up in someone's face. Okay? You could be facing homelessness, or they try to make you homeless, alone, bitter, angry. It worked out the opposite, okay? They're alone, homeless, bitter, and angry. I don't know, infested, I heard. Oof. Anyways, they gotta let this go. They're getting let go. They're angry. They're mad. They have to give up on something here. They wanted your guard down. They can't block any more communication here. They can't block people from seeing who you truly are. Because this is seeing you in a different light. You're very inspirational and creative. People are paying attention, potentially. This could be a younger person as well. I don't know, you took a different route. You didn't go down the same route they expected you to. And that pissed them out. Oh yeah, that fucked them right up. Threw a monkey wrench right into it. This is unfair, unstable. They can't play games with you anymore. They can't balance something out. Somebody's unhinged, I heard. They're watching and waiting. Good for them. Yeah. There's an investigation. Something's not adding up. You could be alone. They thought you'd go unhinged, lose the plot if you were alone. But you, instead of crying over it and losing everything, you know what I mean, going down the wrong road, you healed. Maybe you closed the laptop, turned off your phone, and did that soul work, right? But there's an investigation. There's something to do with online here. Watching, waiting, shining a light on things, discovery. Yeah, they're discovering that you're innocent. Or you discovered your inner child here. You healed that inner child, took a leap of faith. You have a new beginning. It's beautiful. Something exciting, right? Innocent. You used your higher wisdom. You made the right choice. You've elevated. You might be going towards a higher level soulmate connection and quick. PDQ. It could be a contract here. A third party got involved. Somebody feels like a fool. It's fast communication, action, and or travel. Something's happening quickly. I'm really picking up this fast forward motion. Somebody's trying to get to you before somebody else does, or before some communication comes towards you. And it's going to be unclear at first, the communication, because the clouds are kind of within, wrapped up around the rods, right? Yeah. From a leader of some sort, male or female. This is somebody that takes a noble approach. They do the right thing. They have morals, ethics, and honor. They protect and defend. They are sworn in. Somebody with authority. And this person's pissed. Maybe somebody compromised them with a contract, with a decision. A third party stepped in. Yes, somebody from your past. This is happening now potentially. They see you're innocent. This could be family. It could be children. Or they're pissed you're getting your flowers. Take it for whatever it is. Something to do with memories. Something to do with past. You got to release something to your family or somebody that you were dealing with in the past. They released something. Somebody was compromised into releasing some sort of money. Maybe they were tempted with sex and stuff like that. I don't know. It could be an ex. It could be a family member. They got to let something go. They can't restrict you. Ooh, in a court of law. A marriage contract. Somebody's getting released from their job. This could be a leader, a judge, somebody in authority here. This is good advice. It's a marriage or commitment or contract. Belief system. Could be a platform as well, if you have a platform. Out in the public eye. On public record. Somebody's going to get let go. This is a victory, success, reward, recognition. It's a tower. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to be sudden. Because somebody was building something on a false foundation, giving off a false sense of security and impressions, and somebody's getting tossed out. The lid's getting blown wide off of this. They could have potentially bragged on a platform somewhere or on public record. They were bragging. They were showing off, wanting your crown. Somebody's insecure. They can't hold back. They could have opened up, maybe. They got to let go. They're going to get let go or arrested. It's illumination, letting go and letting God. Surrender. They cannot delay you any longer. You overcame. You let go of something. You let go of relations. You let go of the past. You let go of wanting to be right all the time. Or not all the time, but to be right. This is how you won. You said, okay, you do what you do, and I'm going to go do what I have to do. And I'll see you at the end. We'll see which one gets to the end first. There we go. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. It could be a crooked father, judge. Why am I saying judge? Father, boss, or leader. They bent to public pressure. They're worried about their image, right? They scratched other people's backs. They went along to get along knowing it was wrong. Just because of their image, right? Wanting power and control in their ego. Very prideful, arrogant, a bully, a tyrant. They're plotting and planning something here. You foresaw it, though. Devil energy. Binding. They try to bind you. Somebody's at a distance. Very toxic and karmic. They're bound. You foresaw something. Devil energy. Addictions, obsessions, codependency issues. They wanted to bind you to something. Now they're burdened. They wanted to keep you burdened, trapped, struggling, so you wouldn't see what was going on. Damn. They're burdened. They have addictions or obsessions or some sort of kink. Somebody got compromised. So they replaced a leader. They got sexually compromised as a crime. Reckless abuse. They didn't do any magic, shit talking, bad advice, bad counsel. Secrets are coming out. Poor judgment against them. This is karma, no second chances. They didn't want to take accountability. They still don't. Yeah, I'm running out of options here. Seeing through the illusions. It was all illusions. They don't have any viable options. All that glitters isn't gold. There's no more confusion about you or the situation. Maybe somebody was stumped. They couldn't place it. Place the pieces together, I should say. Because there was something, an element that was missing. Maybe it was somebody in a position of power or authority that was pulling some strings because they were compromised, blackmailed potentially. Harsh judgment. You don't have a choice. They can't cover this up. People are seeing clearly what's taking place. Making a decision and letting go. There's no more stalemate here. You're seeing you clearly for who you are. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You have 9 out of 10 pentacles. You could be a business owner as well. It could be somebody letting go of a business owner or somebody's on their own. I don't know. You're in your garden, minding your own business. Whatever you're growing, it's beautiful. It's getting ready. It's almost there. It's almost harvest time. Somebody wanted to harvest from you. They're going to have to forget that. You're not in denial. Somebody's not in denial about this. No more mental conflict either. You could be chastened or celibate if they said you were sleeping around. Maybe they were saying you were the one sleeping around. Well, that makes better sense. Or it could be both ways. I don't know. I don't know. You're very responsible. You passed the test, whatever this is. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Reliable, dependable, responsible, mature. So something's coming towards you. They were trying to delay something. Truth. Delay the truth from coming towards you. This is a breakthrough for you. It's a communication coming. They're dragging their feet coming towards you to speak to you. They were blocking communication. The truth is, they didn't want you to grow in life. Somebody lost authority, had no authority to do this. Somebody's getting cut out. They got paid. They got paid to do something. Try to cut you out of something or somewhere. Don't tell me. Somebody got... Somebody has to take responsibility. Okay? You're very committed to what you do. You speak the truth. Somebody's breaking through the confusion here. Somebody got paid. The truth is, they stole this money. It wasn't theirs. Wanted you missing opportunities. Yeah, from a divine feminine energy. Money's that should have came to you. Something you created something. It should have came to you. Yeah, your wish fulfillment. This is personal achievement and satisfaction and success. Somebody was a glutton, greedy. They were satisfied with withholding funds from you. This is justice. You're getting your wish fulfillment. Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations. It's because you walked away from something. You didn't engage. You didn't partake. You didn't go down the route they wanted you to go down. You didn't spaz out. They predicted you would go a certain way. They can maybe puppeteer you into making you look even worse. Oh, you know what? If we do this, they'll do this. Guaranteed, I know them. And yeah, we'll have them. We'll have them right where we want them. They're facing the unknown. You walking away brought the balance, okay, back to the situation and blocked whatever they tried to do. They're trying to block you. You learned your lessons, that's why. This is victory for you. Congratulations. We're going to leave it there. I don't know if this makes sense to you. It makes sense for me, okay? I'm not saying this is my read, but I know I walked away from something that normally I would have fought for. I would have ripped people's heads off their shoulders. You know what I mean? Because, oh, she's out of control. Look at her. She can't control herself. But when people hurt you, when they jeopardize you, when they put you in danger, I mean real danger, How are you supposed to react? So they thought I would react one way. I didn't. I went, okay, have at it. Vengeance is his. And that made all the difference. So, heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good times, red lipstick stains. Somebody got compromised, or that's what they said you were doing. You know? Sampling of everybody in town. Secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information, insecure. Planning. Well, this is all planned. What they were trying to do to you to get this money. Gravity. This is text, phone call, meeting. So maybe they made bogus phone calls, bogus texts. Maybe you're making you look like you're an escort or something. I don't know. But there is somebody in a position of authority that was compromised. Maybe they found something on their computer. They got blackmailed. They had to pull some strings. They got paid. I don't know. At the end, somebody's getting demoted, ousted, and somebody else is stepping in, and they're getting mad. They're getting mad. It could be the boss's boss. You know what I mean? But they're getting mad because they see what's going on. They've been compromised. Maybe their institution, their organization, their business is compromised. Somebody's going to jail. Maybe they try to put you in jail. I don't know. Lock you up in a hospital somewhere. Or to take you out. It's a little different for everybody. I'm sorry. It's hard to pinpoint everything when it's just a general collective reading. It's not a personalized reading. I wish I did do personal readings, but I don't. I try to save my energy, protect my energy. Too many people out there that play too many games. They ruin it for the rest of everybody. The rest of you, you know what I mean? That are honest and wanting answers. Maybe one day. That just flew right out. Curtain call. 6 Leo. Take a bow. Acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater, act, performance. You are watching a movie. Who knows? Maybe you are an artist. Maybe you are in a movie. Maybe part of the theater. But take a bow. Your magnum opus, I just heard. Congratulations. I was also, when I was reading this, I was picking up, there could have been somebody that you maybe were dating, you were sweet on. They got to them too. And they were pumping you for information. They were in your life to get information for these people. They got paid off. And the reality of what they've done has hit them. And they are losing it. They're really upset. They lost somebody very special. They care about you, but they blew it. If you have a yes or no question, number is 8. Yep, it's time. 8. What you put out in the world, you get back, right? Infinity. This is karma and abundance. 68 might have something to do with it. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. It may have something to do with the first read. I don't know. It's kind of a little different. But, yeah, on that one, it was action too. So we have person of earth. This could be you, or you're dealing with people. I mean, a lot of us, you might not be an earth sign, but chances are you have an earth sign somewhere in your chart. That's why I don't use the signs. It's very confusing because you don't know what's in other people's charts, the transits, what's happening. You know what I'm saying, right? It's very confusing. Sometimes you could read, you could listen to a reading with your sun sign, and it doesn't resonate at all. And you go to a reading that, I don't know, let's say it's your moon sign, your north node, even somebody that you're dealing with. It's their sun sign, and it's your story. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's backwards. So it is what it is. So we have Taurus, we have Virgo, and we have Capricorn, person of earth, the provider and caregiver, grounded, secure, stubborn, nurturing, classy, stable, prosperous, materialistic, possessive, dependable, manager, business owner, banking, CEO. Might have something to do with a bank. I don't know. Down to earth, stable, good with money. 3, Aries, map. Exploration, find your way, locate. Somebody's trying to locate you, or somebody is at a distance, or they went traveling with your money and took it out, put it into offshore accounts. Unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land. Plan, prepare, chart a course, read the signs, figure it out, directions, new perspective. Maybe you had to feel your way. Maybe that was part of your test. 83. Another 3, 33. So the Ascended Masters could be working with you. This could involve secret societies. I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm saying you have bad apples everywhere. You've elevated. You've ascended. Yes or no? Very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. You're on track. Congratulations. 737. Convertible. Many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential, change, freedom, enjoyment. Two-faced, going with the wind, alternatives and preferences. Oh, I love that. Phoenix, Scorpio. This is your time to rise, my darling. You went through it. They left you in the ashes. Didn't think you'd get back up, but there you are. Phoenix, transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. Have at it. We have to learn to let things lie and know that God's got to take care of it for us. That's if you believe in God. Some people don't. But in the end, people, they poke you, they bait you, they think they know how it's going to work out. And if you go down that route, if you lose your shit, I'm not saying that you have to hold it in, but you have to be smart. You really do nowadays. There's too many scam artists out there. There's too many people that are hungry, thirsty, want what you have. They don't want to heal. You really have to think about it. And sometimes when we're in the thick of it, we can't see it. Can't see the forest through the trees. That saying has been coming up all week for me. People play you in your face. They'll lie right to your face with no conscience. You have to step away from the fray sometimes, and you have to evaluate what's going on. Do you understand? If somebody's making you feel funny, something's not right, you can't put your finger on it, take the time to step away and think about it. If you can, please. Chances are your gut's saying something to you. I'm not saying everything's bad. It doesn't have to be so detrimental. But at the end of the day, your gut's screaming at you. Pay attention. Diabolical, I just heard. Okay. Hat. You will be playing a different role. Dog, close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Somebody could be holding a torch for you, too. July, it's happening now. Last one. Something to do with December. Isn't July and December opposites? No, they're not. Anyways, by December, something might be happening, or last December, something happening. Could be birthdays, could be anything, right? Yep, chair-filled. Somebody's entering your life. Somebody new is entering your life by December. And your crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Congratulations. I'm going to leave it there. I like this for you. I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.